NCERT Solutions for Class 6 History Chapter 5. Kingdoms, Kings and an Early Republic. Subscribe to our channel. Q. 1 State whether true or false. Rajas who led the Ashvamedha horse pass through their lands were invited to the sacrifice. The charioteer sprinkled sacred water on the king. Archaeologists have found palaces in the settlements of the Janapadas. Pots to store grain were made out of painted gray ware. Many cities in Mahahanapadas were fortified. Solution. True. The Rajas who allowed the Ashvamedha horse to pass through their lands showed that they accepted the supremacy of the Raja performing the sacrifice. These Rajas were then invited to attend the sacrifice. False. The charioteer was the Raja's companion on the battlefield and bore witness to many of his deeds and exploits. Thus, it was the charioteer who sang poems and recounted tales glorifying the deeds of the Raja, and priests performed the rituals, including the sprinkling of sacred water on the king. False. It has been discovered by archaeologists that people lived in huts and kept cattle and other animals in the many settlements of the Janapadas. False. Plates and bowls are the most common vessels made out of painted gray ware. These were used on special occasions, for important people, and to serve special food. True. Most Mahahanapadas had a capital city, and many of them were fortified. Q. 2 Fill in the chart given below with the terms, hunter-gatherers, farmers, traders, craftspersons, herders. Solution. Farmers gave 1/6 of the produce to the state. Craftspersons contributed to labor. Herder contributed in the form of animal produce. Traders stimulated commercial activity by buying and selling goods. Hunter-gatherers would provide forest produce such as elephants, furs and other items as a tribute. Q. 3 Who were the groups who could not participate in the assemblies of the Ganas? Solution. The following groups couldn't participate in the assemblies of the Ganas. Women. Dasas, the slaves. Kamakaras, the landless laborers. Why did the Rajas of Mahahanapadas build forts? Solution. The Rajas of Mahahanapadas built forts to defend their capital city from attacks by other Rajas. It is also said that they wanted to show how rich and powerful they were by building large and powerful walls. The more practical reason could be that it was easier to govern fortified cities. In what ways are present-day elections different from the ways in which rulers were chosen in Janapadas? Solution. In Janapadas, men became Rajas by performing the Ashvamedha sacrifice. The Rajas who let the Ashvamedha horse pass through their lands meant that they accepted the supremacy of the Raja who wanted to perform the sacrifice. In modern times, leaders are elected through a democratic system. Every citizen who is 18 years or older has the right to cast their vote. The candidates who win the majority of votes become the leaders. Were there any Janapadas in your state? If yes, name them. If not, name the Janapadas that would have been closest to your state, and mention whether they were to the east, west, north or south. Solution. The answer is subjective to the region and area you live in. Take the assistance of your subject teacher and the map given on page 57 in the textbook to prepare your answer. Find out whether any of the groups mentioned in answer 2 pay taxes today. Solution. Out of the groups mentioned in answer 2, traders are the ones who pay taxes today. Q. 8 Find out whether the groups mentioned in answer 3 have voting rights. Solution. Today, voting rights are not decided by gender or profession. Women, Kamakaras, and Dasas were not entitled to attend assemblies in the older days.